Hey, welcome to the first episode of the Polsky podcast. And this week we got Jalen Lampkin, also known as Room for One More. He's a local Annapolis rapper, singer, and yeah. So Jalen, where are you from?
I'm actually born and raised in Annapolis, Maryland. I went to Millsboro Elementary School, then I went to Annapolis Middle School, then I went to Annapolis High School. So, lived at the same. Actually, I moved once, but same street. So, yeah, I've been here all my life. Annapolis, Maryland is the place.
Born and raised, yeah, man. Okay, what about your family? Were they into music? How'd you get into music?
It's funny you asked that, Joseph. So my dad actually is a professional drummer. He has his own group called the Nickmel Group. He's traveled, to different places, different countries like Spain. I always learn something new every other day about it. But his biggest flex is that he missed an opportunity with an audition with Alicia Keys a very long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, when she was nobody. So, I mean, he missed that. I don't know how. I forget how the story went, but my mom is also a singer. She's well known. Her family is well known for singing and teaching music and stuff like that. So, great background to be a part of when you want to make music.
Yeah, fantastic, man. I guess it's always been in your blood. It's always been in your veins. All
Absolutely.
right. What about your inspiration? Who did you listen to, and what made you want to get into music so much?
I mean, if we want to start back from childhood, we can go back way back. I used to be made fun of by my best friend for listening to dubstep all the time and EDM, just electronic music, no real lyrics. A couple like "Let's go" and then beat drops. You know what I'm saying? I transitioned over to pop. I liked a lot of Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Kesha. But eventually, I moved into hip hop and I started, listening to Lil Skies and Juice World and yeah, Landon Cube, people like that. I love those artists. A lot of melodic rap that I got into. So yeah.
For sure, yeah. Those artists are talented. They're true talent. They're amazing. Okay, what was your first step into music?
So I actually started making music like recreationally as like a fun kind of thing. It wasn't real like music with a beat behind it. I actually didn't even know how to put a beat behind it in the video program that I was using, but I just made like funny songs. One was called "Stalking Your Mom," but
A
actually, I didn't.
classic.
That was a parody off YouTube. Another one I did, just for just fun Instagram videos, and then I transitioned into YouTube. But once I got into ninth grade, I had a class called music technology, and from there, we were allowed to make beats, but our program somehow got shut down, and we had to transition to a new one. And me and my friend made my first song called "Love I Felt." In music tech class. I was very proud of that. We made another one called Drag, but yeah, that was back when I was under the name Duck Sauce.
Okay. The classic duck sauce. So
Yeah.
that's amazing, man. So where are you now in your music career? What are some of your highlights?
Oh man. So right now, there's been a little dilemma called COVID-19.
A
I
little
actually
bit.
started. I actually started making music at the brink of April when everything was like, going crazy. I made my first song, "Welcome to Coronavirus," still under the name Duck Sauce, and it got 3.7K views as a music video on YouTube. Everybody loved that one. I had kids chanting it. Made another song called "Online School," but over the summer I was like, I really need to, you know, push this music thing. So instead of Duck Sauce, I was like, it's kind of a childish name, something playful, but I wanted to keep it because everybody knew like me for Duck or Duck Sauce. So I changed my name to Room for One More one day when I was sitting in the car, and I posted on Snapchat. I said, "Hey guys, I got room for one more," because I was alone, and I was like, "Wait, that actually sounds pretty good." So made that my name. Dad wasn't okay with it until it eventually like caught on. Um, and then there was a time when I was just like building a team of friends, and we had to like find a way to not be a sitting duck in like the artist and industry, the music industry. So we were like, if we can't find a venue because no one knows us, no one's here to book us. So we were like, cool, we're gonna invest in our own equipment. We bought a speaker, and went downtown and started street performing for people, having fun with that. And, it was just as simple as, hey, can you listen to the song I made in my room? And, they'll either say yes or no. You just got to move on to the next person. And yeah, it's beautiful. Right. As of right now, though, I didn't even answer the question. As of right now, where I am as an artist, I'm very I'm not satisfied, but I'm always hungry, but I'm really appreciative of my accomplishments. Like, I wasn't expecting to go downtown and start one night with me and my two friends in a little backpack, and then turn it into something just huge that everybody around me knows about. Pretty much somebody I haven't seen in a while, they're always like, how's that going?
Yeah. So what about that night? So what made that night so special?
So which night particularly? The night with everybody.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
my
Yeah.
gosh. That night was just, progressively, it started picking up from the first night. We even made it tradition. Like, we would come here, meet up, cook up some songs in the studio. From here, we walked to Burger King, which is across the street. From Burger King, we'd Uber downtown. And then, but one night it was just I guess word spread.
Yeah.
Because actually word couldn't have even spread because they weren't all people that I knew. It was a lot of just people just out there downtown having a good time. I had a huge crowd following me up and down Main Street, at the bars, at the specific restaurants I would walk through. I would plant the speaker down, play songs that they liked, play songs that I liked, play my music. I even had about 3 or 4 or 5 other artists that got to perform their music, and I just love to help out local artists, stuff like that. It's giving them their first performances and everything. But it was so wild. It was the biggest night. It's we grew not additionally but exponentially that night. It was
Okay. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's spectacular. Yeah. So you had a performance with Aura Beats with Quin, right?
Right.
Okay. Was that night or was that different?
So technically it wasn't our performance, but I really love just raw energy and just people with me while I perform. So I had him and my friend J1, who danced with us downtown to what's it called, dance on stage at Maryland Hall when we did our little concert. So the problem with the concert was it was set to have a COVID-19 restriction, 100 people allowed, right?
Okay.
That very same night, Governor Hogan came out with some thing that had, I don't even know, but it knocked our capacity down to only 25 people.
Oh man.
And yeah, so it was wow. Yeah, but we still rock the show. Aura Beats, that's Quin Bedingfield. He's a great producer. He makes beats and stuff. He produced the top 2 songs of my EP, my recent EP. And yeah, love that guy,
Fantastic, man. Yeah, he's great. Hopefully I'll be able to interview him one day.
Yeah.
So, I guess since you kind of mentioned your EP, so how did that EP Sophia come to be?
All right, so the name Sophia actually came from just Sophia the First, but I ended up spelling it wrong somehow. F in the real one, I used the PH. But Sophia the First, I just wanted to put it out there that I was making my first EP, so I named her Sophia just to add that little aesthetic and mysteriousness, Sophia is just it's just a wake-up call. It's just beginning of the year, letting people know that I'm still relevant. I'm still releasing stuff. My first song on that album isn't really it's not really a song. It's my friend Daryl, who sent me a little voice message on Snapchat. I ended up screen recording that voice message, send it over to Quin or Beats. He produced that whole thing, put it together so that it would sound like Daryl was on the phone call, and just sent a voicemail. It was beautiful though. It was just first off, the voicemail went. It was so dramatic, just the way it was. It was like he goes, um, look at you now, man. You out here performing downtown just for a kid in Annapolis making music. Look at you now. Look at you now. Like, next thing you know, you're gonna get an interview. Next thing you know, this. Next thing you know, that. Now we famous. A room for one more will be famous. And I was like, that's just perfect. Leave it right there. And
Fantastic, man. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Great introduction.
it's just beautiful. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, Sophia, the first album or well EP, first big project, you know? And and yeah, so what's your collective about? Outer Minds?
Outer Minds. Oh, that's beautiful. You did some research. There's no way you could have known that without doing some research. Calm down. Who is this guy? Nardwar? Oh man. So Outer Minds, I met up with a guy named Go Play J. His name is now Conduit7, but he's still in my heart, Go Play J. We met up, through Instagram. He hit me up first, and we started like talking, having good conversation about music, the industry, how much we're grinding, how much we respect each other's grind. Finally, we meet up. He lives about 45 minutes away, but eventually, like, we start having deep conversations, like just like conversations with me, Go Play J, Neftali, Quin, and we're just like, who else thinks like this? Who else is on this kind of path? And we're just like, okay, this collective is for individuals that are just like, it's not exclusive to us, but it's called Outer Minds. And, it's just, don't be stuck on this planet, basically. Don't let your mind and your physical being exactly be stuck on this planet. There's other things that you can be focused on. And yeah, Outer Minds, the collective. That is crazy.
Spectacular, man. Yeah.
God.
One day the country or the world, they're gonna know who you are. You guys, the 4 founders.
4 founders, bro.
Spectacular, man. So I guess, talk about the future. So where do you want to go with your career? What do you want to do?
So I'm looking into colleges right now. I want to ultimately become a music lawyer, own a record label. And with that record label, I got to own multiple like unique businesses that, tie a bunch of things into each other: food, entertainment, recreation, stuff like that. I have many ideas.
I like that.
Yeah. I have many ideas that aren't gonna, even real estate actually, like a record label company is owning, you know what I'm saying? Like just owning a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need to build a team for that, but that's how that's gonna work. And then ultimately, become a music lawyer down the line. I might have to take pre-law now or get the law school out of the way. And then after that, now that I have the degree, I can just focus on other things until I finally want to pursue that. Or I can get the degree later on in life. It, may not matter, but I want to maintain myself as an independent artist on a record label and become a music lawyer. And the steps I'm taking now is getting into a good college, maybe one. I'm looking at 2. University of Miami, Frost School of Music for music business. That'll probably be like a great choice, if I can transition my downtown performances to Miami.
I mean,
or I can go to St. John's and take my downtown performances and put them in New York City. Downside about St. John's, they don't necessarily have the music business program, but
okay.
Yeah, J. Cole.
I mean, both are spectacular options, man. New York City or Miami. I mean, that's a center, like
that's
for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think your name, your entire outlook on life, your entire vibe of an artist. I mean, you have like such potential, and I'm excited to see where you go with that. And I want the world to know your name.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
You.
And I guess the last thing. So, where is that jean jacket from? Looks amazing. Can you show the back? If you don't mind.
Shout out to my guy Neftali for creating this beautiful work of art. The camera may be inverted right now, but he even decorated this side right here with 999 from Juice World, paying
Rest in
respect.
peace, Juice.
But I just want to mention Neftali in itself. He is an amazing person, just amazing artist. You can't really put him in a box and say he does one thing. He does a lot of different things. Paints, creates artwork. My entire calendar is just decorated in his stickers right there.
Yeah, man, his entire vibe is so mysterious. It's so dark, but it's so creative. It's amazing, amazing stuff.
I love Neftali. A lot of the pictures that are posted on my Instagram, no, all the pictures come from him.
Spectacular.
All my artwork for my album covers and single covers come from him. And yeah, like I'm just entirely blessed as an artist to have the advantage of being that close to Neftali. And right, like our plan is like as a collective, no matter what, we're doing individual work and working together. It's just the power of numbers, the Fibonacci sequence, we're just like the more the merrier. So yeah, hopefully we all just come up together.
Yeah, always room for one more.
One more.
And yeah, thank you. With that being said, thank you so much, Jalen, explaining your life, your outlook, and everything. And this has been spectacular. And yeah, that's that. All right. See you, everyone.
Thank you.